drive time, talking to you today about how to get out of jail quick after you've been arrested. This isn't avoiding jail, it's sentencing. We just, the last episode was about sentencing, and during that episode I said, it's really important to get out of jail so that you can demonstrate that you're doing well to the judge. But that's kind of like burying the headline. Like, okay, court, how do I get out of jail? It's kind of a big deal. So here's how we do it, okay? First of all, did you know that aside from very serious capital felony crimes, everyone charged with a crime, even felonies, has a right to bail? It's actually a presumption that the prosecutor has to overcome if they're going to keep you on a no bail hold, is what it's called when you do not have bail, you cannot get out of jail. That is a death kiss for your case. It puts you in all kinds of tight spots, not just because you don't want to spend months in jail awaiting trial, but because it saps your resources, it costs you your job, some people have childcare and all kinds of stuff. In general, you should have a life probably that, spending a few months in jail is going to get in the way of. If not, we need to have a conversation about picking up some hobbies or something, but I digress. The point is, the prosecutor actually has to show a couple of things in order to successfully keep you in jail. The default is that you get out of jail at least on some kind of bail or pretrial release. Okay, so they have to show a few things. Number one, they have to show that there's substantial evidence that you committed the crime you're accused of committing. Okay? They can't keep you in jail without bail if they don't have substantial evidence that you committed this crime. Sometimes that's a relatively easy bar for them to meet, and sometimes it's not. But even if they meet that requirement, there's still another hurdle they have to jump over. Then they have to show that you are a substantial risk of danger to the community and or witnesses or victims in the case who could testify and things like that, or that you are a substantial risk to flee the state, flee jurisdiction, jump bail, not show up for your court appearances, not address your court case in whatever way it needs to be addressed. So they have to, one, show substantial evidence that you committed this crime, and two, they have to show that you are either a danger to some witness, some victim, some person in the community, or they have to show that you're not likely to show up for court. So we have various arguments for addressing these things at what's called a detention hearing, and that's something that you're going to want to have an attorney do. But the bottom line is how we do it is we address bail as early and as often as we possibly can. We do it at the initial appearance. The very first time you see the judge, we're going to ask to address bail and talk about it there. A lot of times we can get you out at that point. Some judges will allow you to make that argument. Some will not. Some will say, I'm not going to deal with bail right now. You need to set what's called a detention hearing for that. So we'll set a detention hearing, and we'll set it as quick as we can. Hopefully we can get you back in there in front of the judge for a detention hearing within a week or two. And then we can address, all of this stuff, and the prosecutor would have to respond to our arguments as to why, you're not a danger to the community or a flight risk, or they don't have substantial evidence, or whatever the case may be. But you want to get in there as quick as you can. Start talking about bail. Get to bail. Remember, you have a right to bail for the most part, unless you have, fit into one of those categories where you don't. I was like rolling on that whole bail argument video, and then I got cut off. So we're catching back in. So set a bail hearing. Bam. Do the bail hearing. Have your attorney do the bail hearing. You're not going to be able to do the bail hearing. You don't know what you're doing. Detention hearing. And then we get you out. And that's how we get you out. Get you back home, get you back to work, get you back taking care of your kids, spending time with your family, addressing the concerns that you have in your life, working on your case, working on a defense, whatever it is that we need to be doing. We can do it much better with you out of jail. Okay? So that's it. Koehler Law Offices signing off. Court Koehler, criminal defense in Utah. If you have a case, give us a call. 801-200-3795. Online, www.kohlerlawoffices.com. You can schedule a free consultation right there on the website. You don't even have to call us if you don't want. Adios.